Alright, we're getting ready to start our ladder campaign. I am doing a Dark Eldar list with the new codex. Have a raider with 5 guys, raider with 10, raider with 10. The 2 raiders with 10 have a splintering cannon and a shredder. The warriors with 5 only has a shredder. Running 2 talus, racks, scourges. I got 3 homunculus with the hex rifles, and then another raider with 3 grotesques and a homunculus. So what we got going here?
We got obliterators, Terminator Lord, a unit of 10 cast Space Marines with 2 plasma guns, and that's also here, and then a Predator with all last cannons.
Okay. So
and then demons in reserve.
Demons are in reserves. All right. We are playing objectives, Dawn of War, and we'll go from there. So the end of turn 1 for me, raider flat out, talus moved in, and then I ran. Scourge with homunculoids, they moved in and ran. That vehicle there came in flat out. Vehicle moved from this spot here to over there. Units bailed out and assaulted the troops. They're locked in combat. So we're in turn 2. Unloaded the guys, moved them up the wall here, and then the vehicle went flat out to over here. Vehicle that was there moved forward. Unleashed a lot of shots at that unit, but they're still there. And these units are just moving over. I lost my raider to that predator over there. And the HQ and the grotesques are moving that way. And that is it. So that's the top of turn 2. We're at the bottom 2. So for bottom 2, my opponent has brought down 29 demons. So here are 14 demons. And here are 5 warriors. 14, 5. 14 and 5. These guys are all thinking like they're gonna run away. So for my turn 3, move the guys up a little bit closer, and then took a shot at a group with a shredder, did nothing. This guy here shot all 6 shots at that unit, did nothing. These shot at that unit, did some hits, but I forgot that they were twin linked, so could have re-rolled 8 shots there. The scorers is here with the splintering cannons. They fired at the same unit, only killed 1. Vehicle here shot at the predator and failed. And that is it. I still have 1 vehicle in reserve.
I rolled for the 2. I have to roll.
And it doesn't stack though.
Doesn't look good for you guys.
Still, it sucks.
It does. I can get.
So here's my
potentially
anytime it works,
grotesques I'm working on.
I can get 16 power weapon attacks with my Terminator Lord.
I gotta get arms. I'm gonna have to make specialized helmets for them. So this unit just got assaulted by 14 demons, and in my attack I killed 1. And we have how many dice? We're working on the dice right now. These are the number of attacks. Is that enough?
Yeah.
You need more?
I actually have 15 demons over there, but 3 cannons.
So the warriors that were there, they're dead. For turn 4, this came in, did a lot of shooting. Did pretty good, I think, for shooting. These guys here with the hex rifles and the splintering cannon shot over there and only killed 1 guy with the instant death. Or no, he made a save.
No guy died.
No guy died. This talus here shot at that unit and did nothing. This talus here shot at the demons and then assaulted. Really did nothing there. 2 liquefier guns hit the demons on this end, and did that do anything there either? 1 or 2?
You did 1 because they have
1 guy.
1 or 2 because they have the invul save.
Last turn, that got popped, and that is it for turn 4.
Figured I'd reroll for you.
For my top of 5, I did a whole bunch of shooting and got it down to 1 guy for the 14 demons there. Tried to kill the obliterators with my group there with the 3 hex rifles and did nothing, and then they wounded the group, and then the tank finished them off. And what kept them together was the complex unit, really. And then we have to resolve this close combat, and then we'll see if we go on to turn 6. So I took a lot of shots at that one unit there and wiped them out finally. And that's it. They're moving in. Bottom 6.
So, after action report of the game. First big mistake was a lot of information to keep down, and I was still kind of playing with the second edition codex and not the new codex. One of the things that I had failed to do was use the pain token features, and that could have helped me out when my Hemiculoi and Grotesque assaulted the demons. The Hemiculoi and the Grotesques would have had 2 pain tokens together, and that would have gave them Feel No Pain and Furious Charge, which would have allowed my unit to attack first, of course, with the increase of the initiative, and the additional strength wouldn't have hurt either. Set me back was where my Scourges and HQ came in. It was really kind of a bad place to bring them in. Didn't really have any good clear line of sight as far as for shooting targets, and I had to spend 3 rounds of basically repositioning the HQ and the Scourges. So that was a really bad tactical decision on my part. Basically, the VIP out of this was the liquid fire guns. They were probably the ones that did the most damage, and the racks. I had 1 troop of racks, and they were able to assault in the first round. They did pretty decent. Before they assaulted, they used the liquid fire guns, and that reduced them down by 3 units. 3 models. And then I assaulted, and then we both lost 3, so we were stuck in combat. And then during his bottom of 1, his Terminator HQ came in and swung with like 13 or 15 attacks. The only slight downfall of the new codex is the poison weapons. They're all poison 4, and the opponent is always going to be able to make their saves against it. So in some cases, I would say using a Dark Lance over a Hex Rifle is a better choice, just because of the fact that you shoot the Sniper Rifle, you will wound on a 4+, but the opponent can get the save. You shoot a Dark Lance, you hit, wound on a potential 2-up, and it's not likely the unit's going to make a save unless it has an unboardable save. So that's the yin and yang with these instant kill weapons with the poisons, because you only going to wound on a 4, on a roll of a 4, and then your opponent still has a chance to make a save against it. I would like to have seen a couple of the weapons have at least a value of 2+, a wound 2+. So the poison weapons, when they were in the second edition, they were just blades, but they were a lot more potent, and for some reason their tech and poison has dropped. Must have been something got lost in the recipe somewhere, and now they can't reduplicate it. So keep in mind, if you're going to make a decision between the Flesh Terror Gauntlet and the Agonizer. That at least the Agonizer, it wounds on the same as the poison as the Flesh Terror weapon of a 4+, but the Agonizer is counted as a power weapon, so there is no saves unless the opponent has the invulnerable save. The Flesh Terror, you'll hit on a 4+, but the opponent will get the save. It's really, the Flesh Terror is something you're going to want to use against a multi-wound target and hope that it doesn't have ignore instant kill rule. So, but if you're going against small armies, small troops with 1 wounds each, you're better off using the Agonizer.